Arrival and emotional connection. When you first lay your eyes on a car like this, a 1984 Mercedes G-Class W460, you can't help but feel a wave of respect mixed with awe of the body. Once pristine, now shows decades of wear, rust creeping along the wheel arches. Faded olive green paint dents and scratches marking its life journey. Every panel, every edge tells a story. And in the US, we value cars with character, with soul. People in the UK, they see it and appreciate the precision and robustness. Canadians see reliability and ruggedness. Australians, the open road toughness. This car is all of that.
Knocking towards it.
You notice the weight of history.
Dust collects in every corner.
And weeds surround the tires as if nature itself has been reclaiming this machine. The cracked windshield, the worn steering wheel, the corroded steel wheels, each detail is a testament to years of hard use. For anyone who loves cars, this isn't just metal. It's decades of life and miles traveled. At first glance, it might seem overwhelming: rust, peeling paint, broken lights, yet there is beauty in imperfection. Every faded patch, every dent, every corroded bolt is a part of its identity. You don't erase it, you respect it. In the US, people cherish the stories that cars carry. This Mercedes is no exception. It's a legend waiting to be brought back to life. And that's where patience comes in. As soon as you start thinking about restoration, you need to slow down. Don't rush, touch the panels, feel the metal under layers of rust. Take note of what's damaged, what can be salvaged. This is the first step in connecting with the car, in understanding its needs, in preparing to restore it properly. You can almost hear it whispering, telling the story of its journeys through snowy Canadian roads, dusty Australian tracks, winding British lanes, and highways in the US. The G-Class was made to last, and even after years in the US, its frame remains a testament to Mercedes engineering. This stage isn't about tools or paint. It's about emotion. It's about letting the car tell you where to start. Observe the rust holes, the sagging frame, the worn leather on the steering wheel. Notice how the front grille is cracked, how dirt has settled in the engine bay. Take it all in. This is your first intimate connection. Every enthusiast knows, before you restore a car, you must respect it. And that respect starts with observation, understanding, and an appreciation of its history. In the garage or in your driveway, as you circle the vehicle, you're forming a bond. That bond will guide every hammer strike, every bolt removal, every coat of paint. Now, moving into the garage, the process begins. First, you need to dismantle carefully. Open each door, slowly remove side mirrors, unbolt the headlights, detach trim strips. This is not about speed, it's about precision and care. In the US, this is how real restoration is done. Tactile, score, methodical. Use gloves. Take note of rust flakes. Preserve as much of the original material as possible. Every screw, every hinge, every bolt tells you how this machine was built and what it endured. Feel the resistance when removing rusted parts. It's real, it's physical, and it requires patience. Cleaning comes next. Pressure wash carefully. Let the foam slide down the panels, revealing faded olive green beneath screw wheel arches with stiff brushes, wipe headlight lenses. Every drop of water, every sliding clock stroke creates satisfaction. This is ASMR in motion. Tactile